Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got well, according to packaging it's very exciting. Whatever the makeup is, we'll just review it and see. But this is the Little Mermaid sort of collection from Soda. I picked up one of the free eyeshadow palettes, which is this one just here. Like so. And then this is the colour story of that, so just let you get a good look at that. I think that bottom one's a glitter, but we'll see when we swatch it. And then we've also got one of the two face palettes. Let's turn that around. Yeah, so this one includes, I believe, a blush, a highlight and a face powder. I mean, I've already got a bit of face powder on my face, some of the Charlotte's Tilbury one, the airbrush flawless finish, but we will try a bit of this as well and see if it adds anything to my face. Yeah, so we've got that, and then we have got the lip tint, which came in this lovely little box here. It'll focus. I think that's just like the ingredients list on the back. But yeah, so the lip tint came in this lovely little box here, and then this is the product, which seems to be extremely watery. I don't think I've ever used a lip product that's like this. It's like some sort of drink. It's that watery, but we'll see how that goes. And it also came with the little stickers in the box, probably in case you want to put it on, because obviously I suppose you lose, unlike the eyeshadow palette and the face palette, you lose a bit of the packaging when you throw the box away, if you throw the boxes away. I usually do. So yeah, I think what we're going to start with is the face palette, because I feel a bit ghostly at the moment. So we are going to try and put a bit of this on my face. So just bear with me, just one moment. Taking this, it's like a flat brush. It's a Style Pro S101 brush there. I'm just going to take that, and I'm going to go into the shade Before Sunset, which is the blush, and we're just going to, when I find my mirror, we're just going to give that a go. So it's just... Yep, I look like a clown now. I'll blend it out in a minute. Let me just do the other side. We will continue to blend that out. That's not going to be the way it looks at the end, I promise, because I don't want it to look quite so I don't look like a ghost anymore. I just look like a circus act. But just bear with me a minute. Let's just blend that into the skin a bit. Okay. That's a bit more blended out, so it doesn't look quite as bad now. I'm sorry to say, I'm not used to applying products on camera yet. This is only like my 6th video, so I do apologise, but that does look a bit better now. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take a highlighter brush. This is a fan brush. I don't always use a fan brush for highlighter, but hey ho. And we're going to go into Princess Crown, which is this one in the middle right here, which should work for my skin tone. I hope. I don't know if it's picking it up on camera, but that is definitely like a pink. It's not a complete white. That is a very pink highlighter. You can see it better on that side. But it is very pink. Let me just see if I can swatch these ones for you guys. That is the highlight. You can see that it's got a slight pinky tone to it. And then this, I'm not expecting this to really swatch as such, but that's the face powder. So I'm not expecting much from that. But yeah, they're the 3 shade swatch. But if you can see that one in the middle, it looks white in the pan, but it's not. It's like an iridescent. I think you can see it better from further away. It is like a pink. Funnily enough, I do like that. I'm not really known for pink highlighters, and I wasn't expecting it to pick up very well in this brush. But not that I really want pink all over my face. It's just... But yeah, that highlighter is definitely like a pink iridescent, I'd say, which works on my fair skin tone, I think. Well, it's pale in the pan, so hopefully it works on me. I don't know if it would work on deeper skin tones though, but I think there was another set you could get. Let me just have a quick look. There was another one called Explore the Ocean, but I'm not sure that looks any lighter, to be fair. That one had like, it wasn't 3 different products. It included 2 highlighters and a blush. Well, I suppose, yeah, if they're 2 highlighters, then there was a highlighter that was a bit deeper. So yeah, that might work for you better if you've got a deeper skin tone. But I went for this one because I liked the fact it had 3 different products in the palette rather than 2 the same. But yeah, no, I do quite like that, to be fair. But I think what we're going to get into next is the lip tint, mainly because I don't like not wearing lips, not having lips made up, you know, through the majority of the video, so I think we'll do the lip tint next. So just bear with me. Right, I've just gone ahead and lined my lips with the Revolution lip liner in the shade, just not focusing today. It's in the shade Ruby anyway. I like these lip liners just because they're pretty soft on the lips. Some of the harsher ones I find hard to apply, so I go in with that. So let's take this. So I'll put a drop on my hand, although I'm a bit worried it's going to stain it. Although it's a tint, not a stain, so maybe it won't stain it. But so that's the colour. A bit more orangey than I thought it would be. So we're going to try and apply this. I've never applied like liquid products to my lips. I mean, I've done like glosses and stains before, but I've not done like, say this is like a watery consistency. So I'm not quite sure how this is gonna go. I'm hoping I don't end up with it on my face, but let's just see. It's not what I thought it would be. It feels weird applying a liquid to my lips. I do actually quite like that. It's weird, I'd say, very weird. Very strange, and I'm not sure. I mean, maybe they should have done different colours. I think this is the only colour. I think it does stain a little bit, so just watch your application on it. Right, I'm just going to do one more layer on the top row. So just, right, considering how many layers I had to do, I don't know how long it's going to take for this to wear off. I really don't, because it says this watery tint is all Little Mermaid's desire about. Easy to apply, comfy to wear, just a couple of drops on your lips are super colourful for the whole day. I used quite a lot of product, so I don't know if I'm going to be paying for this for days, but no, it builds nicely. If you want to build it up, it can build up nicely. It can get a bit, I found it got a bit streaky with fewer drops, so to speak, but I don't know. So I never really tried a product like this before. As I say, it really is, when they say watery, they're not kidding. I say it's more like something you'd want to drink. Well, I wouldn't drink that, but You know what I'm saying. Anyway, I think what we're going to do without any further ado is we're going to jump right into this. So just stay with me and I'll be right back. Okay, now here are all the swatches on my arm. Hopefully it'll focus. I've just been trying to play with the settings and it seems to be worse now. Right, okay. I'll take it from this zoom because it seems to be alright. Flounder, Aquata, and we've got Treasure, then we've got Mermaid Ball, I think it says, then we've got Pearl, then we've got Athena, then we've got Shrimp, and we've got Oyster, and we've got Sebastian, and then we've got Coral Fish. So these are the first 2 rows swatched on my arm there. That's all your shades. So yeah, swatched perfectly fine, no problems so far. So I'll just be back in a minute with the last row of swatches. 1 minute. Okay, back with the last row of swatches now. So we've got Arista, Sisters, Underwater Palace, Sea Breeze, and this glitter here, because it is a pressed glitter. It feels like a pressed glitter anyway. Is King Triton, which is stunning. But I don't usually use glitters near my eye. But yeah. So yeah, that's the last row of swatches. And by the way, this shade here, this green one up here, which I said was called Mermaid Ball, is actually called Mermaid Tail. Which I suppose makes sense because it is probably a similar colour to our Ariel's tail. So yeah, okay. So I'm going to prime my eyes off camera, and I will be right back, and we'll jump into the demo. 1 minute. Okay, I've primed my eyes and I've just zoomed you guys in a bit more. I used my usual Revolution cut crease canvas in the shade Illustrate, no surprise there. So yeah, we're just going to jump right on in to the demo. So I'm going to take my Sigma E38 diffused crease brush and I'm going to... You'd have thought while I was off camera I'd have spent some time thinking about this, but I haven't. This colour story is very out there for me, but it was the palette that was most drawn to, probably because of the colour story, and now I'm like, ooh, what have I done? We'll go into... I don't know if I'm going to regret this, because I don't usually look good with green and blue looks, well, not blue anyway, but I'm going to go into Underwater Palace just there, and we'll see how that looks. That was okay. Maybe with this lip combo it wasn't such a good idea, but hey, we'll make this work. We'll make this work. So I think I'm gonna jump into Mermaid Tail, which is this one just here, and the green, and just put it on the outer corners of my eyes. I'm not gonna do anything too drastic. Quite pretty actually, considering. Right, I do want to take, not gonna lie here, do want to take both of these shimmery shades up here, because I can't use Triton. I'm not going to put my eyes at risk by using that sort of formula near my eyes. Can't do that. We'll make this like an Ariel type of look, you know, with the red lips for the red hair and then the green and the purple like eyes. We'll do it like that. So let's go into Aquatica. Yeah, so we're going to put this in the centre of my eyes. that looks really pretty. As I say, I'm not big on blue looks, I'm not gonna lie. I find that blue's one of those colours you have to be very competent to play with. I'm not saying I'm not competent, but I'm just saying blue's one of those colours that's a bit like, I could look terrible here if I don't get it right. So let's just take some of the treasure shade, which was the light purple, and we will put that next to that other shade. I don't know why I'm picking up the palette when I wasn't using the palette. Oh wow, you see that? That is like... I have to say that was the shade that made me pick this palette up, and now I'm not disappointed. That really adds a bit of something. I'm not gonna lie on that. It just blends in the one into the one next to it so beautifully. There's no other way to describe it. It really does just blend in so beautifully to the one next to it. It's like it's got some sort of... I'm not gonna say it's top of shade because I think you could use it without any colour underneath maybe, but it's just got that sort of shimmeriness. I mean, besides the glitter, it's probably the most shimmery shade in the palette. It's just got that sort of iridescent shift a little bit. You know, I mean, it doesn't look purple on my eyes. It looks like the colour next to it, but with a lot more shimmer. So no, I really do like that a lot. So now we're going to go to the lower lash line. And I usually take pretty deep shades for the lower lash line, I'm not going to lie. Just thinking what would look good. I would usually take the brown, but should we do something a bit different? Should we take the green? Okay, I think I'm going to take this green, and we might use some of this shade that I skipped out on, and we might use a little bit of this if we need to deepen it up even more. So we'll see how we get on with that. So we'll take some of the green, just on my normal like Sigma angled brush. It's an E65 brush, if anybody's interested. That looks okay. Not going to, you know, I think it looks fine. But I will do what I said I'm going to do. I'm going to go into Sea Breeze, which is green. That was the green at the bottom here. So we're just going to take that and just run that. It does seem to be making it shimmery. Well, obviously, but yeah. Like that. I'm gonna add just a very touch, I mean teeny bit of the Arista shade, which is the dark like brownie type colour, just to the outer corners. Probably didn't need to do that, but I think it does add just a little bit more to the look. So no, I'm really happy with how that's turned out. I mean, this palette, just show you again. This palette is a £35 palette, which I don't suppose for 15 colourful shades is too bad, but it is on the slightly higher side because you can probably get 15 shades from Colourpop for a lot less. But they are high quality shadows. They swatch really well. Not that Colourpop ones don't, because they do, but I'm just telling you what I see. And the packaging is really, really beautiful. You can see that iridescent shift. Absolutely beautiful. Can't fault it. Let's just see. Darling, it's better under the sea, as much as with ocean makeup putting on. Try this 15-in-1 eyeshadow palette, matte satin shimmering and glitter shades, and all of them are so high pigmented. Grab your makeup brushes and go upon an underwater journey on your eyes to become a real ocean princess. But yeah, I'd say quite accurate. Anyway, I'm going to zoom out and we'll conclude this video today. 1 minute. Okay guys, so I'm just going to conclude this video. So the palette for £35, it's a bit on the high price point, I'd say. I'd say it's a bit high on the high price point for what it is, but they all performed very well. The shadows that I used and all the swatches. So I'd say if it appeals to you, like the branding of it, the packaging and all that, I'd say then yeah, pick it up. But price to quality, well, price to product ratio, I'd say slightly on the high side. Maybe £25 would have been better than 35 for something like this, but because I say it's not a luxury, well, as far as I know, Soda isn't a luxury brand, so you are paying probably for the packaging, even though the shadows do perform very well. This is very strange still to me. I mean, it looks good. I don't think it's started to wear off too much. It's a bit... It is a little bit on the streaky side, but I suppose that's the nature of the product, because this sort of wet formula would probably soak into any lines that you've got. So yeah, I forgot to say this is in the shade Sea Star, but it is like the only shade, so as far as I'm aware, but it's the only shade on Beauty Bay anyway, in the UK. So yeah, it's very watery. This would set you back £10. So yeah, we've got the Ariel on one side and then the Little Mermaid logo on the other side. £10 for this. Again, maybe slightly on the high price point, maybe something like £6 or £7. I'd probably say more for this. I suppose you're paying more money because it's a collab, essentially between Soda and Little Mermaid. So I suppose they're having to maybe pay something to Disney for using the branding. So yeah, I'd say so far on the high, and this for £20. I'd say that this is slightly on the high side as well. You do get a blush, a highlight and a face powder, so yeah, maybe something like £12 would have been better, but again, I suppose they're having to pay to use Little Mermaid branding maybe to Disney. I'm not quite sure how these things work, but collabs always cost more, so I assume that they're having to pay something to use the branding on it. So yeah, do think it's slightly overpriced for what it is. Everything performed brilliantly, you know. I can't fault that in any way. As I say, the lip tint probably is the least well performing item, because as I say, I don't know if you can see, but there is a line just there. So, but I did build it up a lot, so I don't know if that's part of the cause of it, but it will probably soak into any lines because it's not a thick formula. I mean, like if you've got a lipstick, this is just one I happen to have here, then obviously it's a lot thicker formula. So you've got something to help cover up any lines, whereas this just soaks. You can see how it's soaked into my hand. It just soaks into any lines basically. So yeah, I don't know. It depends whether you want to try this formula, because it is different. It's not something I've ever used before, but I can probably see why not many brands put them out, because, as I say, it's probably not as flattering as a lipstick maybe. So, but if you wanted to pick up just an item, just to have an item from this collection, then probably go for this, because you're probably getting slightly more bang for your buck having 15 shades in here. But yeah, I'd say slightly overpriced, maybe by up to about 1/3 of the price. It's slightly overpriced, but as I say, it's a collab, so I suppose that's what you get. But everything performed fine, not got a problem with that. For packaging, I'd probably give it a 9. For so So yeah, for packaging I give it a 9. For performance I give it probably a 9 as well. And for like price to product ratio, I'd probably give it like a 4 or a 5 because I do think it's slightly overpriced. I don't know if because I assume Beauty Bay in the UK imported this, so maybe we're paying a bit for some sort of fee to bring it over to the UK, maybe that's part of the problem as far as price is concerned. But yeah, I'm very happy with how this look turned out. I can't fault it in that sense. So yeah, thank you again for watching. I don't know, I think this is going to go up before the Colourpop Ticket to Dreamland collection palette. It's only a palette, it wasn't part of a collection. Yeah, and then we'll see what we've got planned for next week. I haven't planned anything so far as such. I want to try and get into videos that aren't review videos, so like which palettes I enjoyed from 2021 and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to try and get into that because I don't just want to do reviews. I want to cover all sorts of type things. So yeah, thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because it does help out the channel. And I would like to keep on doing this. So yeah, thank you so much again. And I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.